Hey everybody, how's it going on the first day of summer, which is 64 degrees currently at the moment. So I am bundled up in my jacket because it's cold and lovely. Anyways, I am heading to the doctor's office for Harrison. He still has his fever. We have no idea why. He still has no symptoms other than the fact that he has a fever. You know, he's tired, which, you know, is normal, I guess. He's still not, you know, I figure he's probably not feeling 100% the greatest, but, you know, no cough, no congestion, nothing saying that he would have a cold or the flu or anything like that. So we're gonna go have him checked out and, you know, see if he's maybe got like some infection going on or something, you know, maybe like an ear infection. So I'm just heading to the hospital. Well, his doctor's appointment's at the hospital because that's where his doctor's office is. So I'm just heading there now, and, you know, hopefully we can get everything figured out. I heard from his doctor's office I heard from the hospital this morning regarding the time that we have to be there at the hospital for him, for his surgery. And so they gave me all that information, and I was thinking that we would actually have his surgery scheduled like early in the morning. But we don't have to be there at the hospital until 11:30 in the morning, and his surgery will happen about an hour and a half after that. And so, you know, he's allowed to have formula up until 5:30 in the morning. So that'll be nice. I don't have to worry about him getting too hungry and irritated by not being able to eat. So, you know, 5:30 in the morning, I'll wake up at 5 in the morning, 5:30 will come around and he'll have a full belly, and then he'll be perfectly fine for a while. So, yeah, that's the plan with that. And now we're off to figure out what's going on with his fever. So hopefully we get some answers and that his surgery isn't postponed, and that we can, you know, continue on as expected. So according to the nurse, she said that his fever has gone down. He has not had any Tylenol since this morning. Oh no, it's your paper. So he still feels warm, but, you know, of course he has 100.6 is what she said.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so he's feeling better, not as warm. So.
No, don't throw it off.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. Huh?
No.
No? You playing with that, buddy? Do you have some paper? Huh? That's part of the doctor's office. All right, just got home from the doctor's, and he said that his lungs are clear, so that's good. He does not have an ear infection, and his throat is clear, so he doesn't have strep or, you know, anything like that for that. He is teething, and so he says, well, he is teething and his gums are swollen. So he said that he has a fever due to that, plus some sort of viral infection, which he said more than likely is roseola, because that's what's going around currently at the moment. Roseola and Fifth disease. And so he said that, you know, there's nothing that would, in his opinion, nothing that would keep him from having surgery, and that is actually up to the surgeons and the anesthesiologist to determine if he's eligible or not for that. So just waiting, you know, essentially I guess it's just waiting for Monday now to come around and, you know, have the surgeons decide if they're willing to operate or not. But I'm glad that his lungs are clear, because that was the one thing that was, well, it's always worried me, is, you know, like having pneumonia or bronchitis or bronchiolitis or anything regarding his lungs, because he's always had a cough ever since he had RSV a couple months back. And so I always worry that, you know, something's going on, because he's always got a cough, and it's just making my anxiety just go up the roof because of that. But his lungs are clear, so I'm glad about that. I'm glad about that. And so now it's just waiting and seeing how his fever does. Oh, his fever did go down. They were measuring it at 100.6, whereas before, like this morning, it was 102. So that's good. And she took it 3 different times. So we'll take that, which is really good. And now he's just upstairs taking a nap because he's super tired. Curtis said he didn't really take a very long nap at all this morning. It was only like 20 minutes, or give or take. Now that it is Friday and I am home from work, it's getting ready for surgery on Monday, packing, going and buying the things that we need, which isn't much, and then taking him down on Sunday to go do his pre-op stuff. And so here comes the fun part. Oh boy, I'm ready to have this done. Can it be done yet? Oh, please be done. Guess what? I'm in the car again. This time, heading to the Subaru dealership to drop off my car for an oil change. It has been over a year since my last oil change, because I hardly ever drive anywhere in my car. And, well, technically now that Harrison's here, I do drive a lot more in my car, but it's taken me a year to get over the amount of miles that the sticker on my windshield has said that I need to drive before my next oil change. So I'm taking my car in to go get its oil changed, dropping that off, and then driving back home with Curtis. He's driving separately so that we can just drop it off there and then go home, because Harrison's not feeling very well. Whoa. And yeah, so that's what we are doing right now. Speaking of Harrison, he took a 2-hour nap. I am actually pretty happy about that. You know, he needs to sleep. He needs a lot of sleep to make himself feel good. I ended up hearing again from the hospital for Harrison's surgery information thing. Well, anyways, like I was saying earlier, I got a call from the hospital telling me like the time and all that his surgery is going to take place at, and then I told them about his fever and that we were going to the doctor today to have him checked out. And so they said, hey, just give us a call back once you have all that information. And so I called them back, and the lady was saying that, you know, kind of like what his doctor was saying, that it's ultimately up to the surgeons and the anesthesiologist to go with or not go with surgery. And so, you know, his lungs are clear. He's acting normal. He's tired. You know, like what baby wouldn't be tired from having a fever? You know, I don't think anybody would be feeling 100% amazing and have a fever. And as long as he's eating, and he's eating, you know, he should be good to go. And so, so far, you know, we're just keeping it at that and then going from there. We did get the time that we have to check into the hospital at. It did get changed. Originally, we were supposed to be there at 11:30 in the morning, and now we actually have to be there at noon. And so his cutoff time for formula is at 6 in the morning. Whoopsie. I dropped my camera. But yeah, the last time that he can have formula, have a bottle, is at 6 in the morning, and then he can have Pedialyte up until I think it's like 10 in the morning. And so, yeah, his check-in's at noon, and then they said surgery will start about an hour and a half after that. And so if we actually do go with the surgery that we are going with is actually going to be an 8-hour surgery. So if his surgery starts an hour and a half after we get there, so 1:30, 2 o'clock, then he won't get done until 8 hours after that. So you're thinking midnight? Maybe later? I have no idea. It's hard to say exactly how long it's going to take. All I know is it's going to be a very, very long night, and I guess it's a good thing that his surgery is going to be later, because then we don't have to worry about being up so early in the morning to get to the hospital, and then being up super late and not getting any sleep. So at least, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. Honestly, I have no idea how I'm going to do. I'll still stress and maybe sleep, maybe not. But, at least I can try to get some more sleep and not have to worry about waking up so super early in the morning. So, anyways, I'm going to drive. Well, I'm going to focus on driving more now that I'm not focusing on driving. But I don't want to drop my camera again. So, I will continue driving on and go from there.
It's those Raiders choices. Huh.
We just got home. Well, actually, we've been home for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Well, anyways, ignore that part. I just went out to the mailbox, and guess what just came in? Harrison's Cranial Care Bear package. So, I am going to do a video where we unbox that separately than this, because I also want to go over what Cranial Care Bears is and get a little bit more information to you guys so you know exactly what it is and what it entails. And so, hi buddy! I'm out of breath. Yeah, oh. So as you can tell, he's still not feeling the greatest, but he's doing better. Huh, bud? No. Hi, Ryder. Harrison has been asleep for about an hour now. It is about 7. Actually, no. He's been asleep for about a half hour now. It's only 6:45. So, the day's pretty much done with now here. I'm starting laundry and just going to relax for the rest of the night before going to bed. And I'm hoping Harrison's fever keeps going down. So far it seems like it's pretty good. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed like normal. And I will see you all tomorrow. I've got a little special treat planned for Harrison's Care Bear kit, Care Bear package. So I'm excited for that. I hope it turns out well. I think it will, but we shall see what it looks like. And anyways, you all have a great night or day, or wherever it is you're watching this from. But I will see you all later. I will have a great night, and come back tomorrow. Bye.